This is the SPCE 1 month overview reading for the month of April 2023. It's currently February 21st, 2023, 11:13 p.m. Eastern Time. SPCE at the time of this reading is currently in the extended hours $5.85. And the shuffle file that we're about to play was created on February 16th, 2023 at 10:18 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this file right here. Now, the overall theme and behavior for the month, we have a sideways fluctuating rally that precedes a decline. It's crossed with a rally that's stand out on a 1 month that offers an opportunity to open up a short position. This is an important month. When we look at the 1 year, we have a highest high here in probably like the third week of April. It's a pretty dynamic month. We'll get into it in just a minute, but there's a highest high here. So this is either going to be the highest high and then we revisit that price level again here at the end of the year, or this is the highest high to yet this year, and these would be higher price levels. Really depends on how high we go here. There's also a decline, a notable decline that'll stand out off of a peak or crest. It looks like at the in the second week. So this is an important high. This would be a good place probably to exit in the short term, but we'll take a look. We'll take a closer look here. So behavior around the highest high for SPCE in the month of April. This is a definitive completion of a rally. Behavior around the lowest low, we should see a sideways S formation. So usually what that is from resistance level, we see a decline to support, and then there's a reversal and a full retracement all the way back to that resistance, followed by another reversal and a full retracement all the way back to that support, making a sideways S within a channel. On the third, we have erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level. In the midst of that, we revisit a crest that was recently a past opportunity. There's a bit of a decline into the low, and the low towards the end of the day may be a lowest low for the month. The lowest low for the month is somewhere between like the 3rd and the 6th, it looks like. I'm picking up on it possibly on the 3rd and then again on the 6th. It's somewhere in there. It's a little fuzzy as to exact where, but on the 4th we have a rally into a key support level, and then from that support level we decline with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down. Out of the low, there's a significant move to the upside to reach for a distant resistance level on a 1-day chart. On the 5th, we have an unexpected move to the upside and a trade opportunity. A trade opportunity at the Prince of Swords kind of energy there. It looks like we have a big move to the upside at the end of the day, followed by a gap down the following morning where we see a lowest low again. And then we do some sideways rotation, establish support at that lowest low, and then move significantly to the upside there on the 6th. The 7th we have off. We may come back to a lowest low or near a lowest low here at the end of the day on the 10th. There's a decline through multiple supports. So we decline down 2 and through a support to meet a second support. We bounce around sideways on that for a bit and then break down through multiple supports. There's a gap up the following day. With a day's high and a prominent crest or peak there early in the day on the 11th. And then there's a U-shaped dip. Looks like we do a U-shaped dip and come back to that price level again at the end of the day on the 12th. There's a trade opportunity in there as well. I'll get into the trade opportunities in the paid version. Guys, if you're interested in the paid version, you can get it at our website, tarotfortraders.com. You go to our services, Eso-Meta forecasts. Click here for your forecasts and then type in SPCE right here. Monthly subscription, subscribe now. You can cancel anytime. Nobody's ever canceled one of these subscriptions, and really it supports the channel profusely. It's very much underpriced, and what we're looking for is somebody that will basically sponsor the SPCE. So that's the way that you get the paid version, my friends. Remember, everybody that does sign up for subscription, you better believe that. Great way to support the channel. In any case, so we do this U-shaped dip. We come back to that peak again at the end of the day on the 12th. There's a trade opportunity in there in the midst of a failed attempt to break through key resistance. It looks like we're gonna establish, or we're gonna break through resistance there at the end of the day on the 12th, but we don't. Instead, we decline through key support. It's probably support that we saw somewhere in here on the 11th, possibly. Or possibly on the 6th. It might be a similar low. No, probably on the 11th. On the 13th, we have a period of sideways rotation along a key support level on a 1 month. We have a sharp dip that stands out within that period of sideways rotation, and that sharp dip takes us to revisit a support level that was recently a past opportunity. There's a trade opportunity there on the 13th as well, and then on the 14th we have sideways bumping up against resistance, sideways behavior, bumping up against resistance, may break through resistance, bump up against resistance, break through resistance. But the unicursal hexagram is there, meaning, indicating that at some point off of this price level on the 14th, we're going to have a notable decline. I sense that this price level will not be as high as the 12th either. This is going to be a lower crest here. No barking! Sorry, guys. I'm watching this dog. She keeps barking, and then this is the 4th time I've recorded this. I'm not going to start again. So the unicursal, if there's a sharp drop over the weekend, it's indicated from this price level that's probably not as high as it is on the 12th, but it'll still be like a crest where we're bumping along resistance, and then we decline either during the day there or over the weekend, or both. But there should be a notable drop, and then out of a low or a decline that offers an opportunity to trade here on the 17th, there's a significant move to the upside, pushing the upper end of a range higher. We have a merger or an acquisition or an agreement of some kind between two leaders here, highlighted on the 18th. My sense is it's probably a decision or an agreement between two leaders here. And there's usually a holding pattern with a pop and drop in there. On the 19th, we have a rally that offers an opportunity to open up a short position. This is most likely where we see the highest high for the month of April, and will be the highest high thus far for the year. The Ace of Wands and the Princess of Wands, and a lot of times, well, the Ace of Wands in particular, can be a very toppy kind of card. So its correlation here and the timing, when we look at the cluster, they very much overlap in time frame. I'd say this is most likely where we see that important high. The following day we may have a high as well. There's an important resistance level that's highlighted, and we kind of flatten out at that level. It looks like we probably open lower on the 20th and then possibly rise to that resistance level again there on the 20th. But there's a halting of a bullish trend on the 21st, marked by a sharp decline through key support on a scale of a 1 month. Looks like there's probably a good trade opportunity early in the morning on the 24th in severely oversold territory. So we gap down, or we decline pretty hard here and gap down over the weekend. And then there's a significant move higher here moving into the 25th, really. There's a significant move out of this low on the 24th into the 25th. It's from oversold territory or to fill a previous gap down. Like I said, rally continues on the 25th. On the 26th, we have a day trade opportunity, which I'll get into in the paid version, and we rotate sideways along key support, rise to meet the nearest resistance, and then fall back down and continue rotating sideways. On the 27th, we may have a high again. It's hard to determine, but there's an important trade opportunity on the 27th. It'll be a lot easier to... When we get to the 27th, it'll be very clear what the trade opportunity is, but it's important to identify that. Sometimes it's hard to determine, and with the Magus card in this case, it's a little difficult to determine direction. Especially when I keep pulling cards like Ace of Discs. It's probably mixed direction to the upside and then to the downside. We have 3 pokes through a price level on the 28th, followed by a sharp decline. And then my sense is that for May, there's a notable decline. It'll really stand out on a year-to-date chart, but it's from likely a higher price level. I think we may have a higher price level on the cusp or early in May, but we'll have to get into the May reading to really know that for sure. It's possible because this is on the cusp here, and we have a unicursal. I think we probably. I don't think it's a higher price level in May. We may see the same price level. We'll likely see a higher price level than wherever we fall to on the 28th. But overall, May is looking kind of. May is looking really mixed early on, especially in the early part of the month of May. Sneak preview for May is a notable and unexpected move to the downside, it looks like, with an important trade opportunity. Prince of Swords again. That Prince of Swords is important because, guys, on the 1 year, this Princess of Swords indicates a highest high price level. Right, this is supposed to be Princess of Swords. I put Prince for some reason, but the green is supposed to be Princess of Swords. So that's another indication of a highest high. And then we have, for the gain card, the cluster of April on the 1 year. The gain card we have here on the 6th as well, matched with the double X, which is often a lowest low. So there's a lot indicating that as well. But that's April for SPCE for the month of April 2023. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. My friends, thank you so much for your support. And if you got the paid version, hang tight. We're going to get into the best trades that we see for the month. For everybody else, make sure to follow the rule of karma, my friends. Whatever profits you make from the information in this reading, it's important that you follow the rule of karma for the channel. Super, super important. And the way that you do that is you go to our resources tab here. You want to pay 5% of your profits forward to one of these charities, 5% of the profits back to the channel to support the channel and allow us to grow and get better and better here at the PayPal or the Cash App, and make sure that whatever you spend that money on, you spend it out of love. As long as you do that, the universe will send it back to you tenfold in all directions, my friends. I'll see you later.